Man United 2, Brentford 1. United scored dramatic Fergie time 2 goals in the last 3 minutes of extra time, and United take 3 points into the international break. Joining me, Houston Red Army, this was something we needed. It's therapeutic. We needed this. Charlie, tell me through how the game was. I mean, we went to go down as usual.
I mean, it really felt like it was going to be the same story of this season.
It was looked like Crystal Palace.
We get the ball in the final third, kick it straight to defenders. Nobody running past anyone, no one making good runs. Every single time, Brentford getting the ball, looking like they're going to get in the box to be dangerous. Looks like, we're kind of settling in, and then Onana does what he's been doing best for us, managing to put his hands on it and not save shots. Talent. And it just got frustrating. We didn't really do a lot. When we had the ball, we kept getting outsmarted, giving the ball away to Brentford players or falling on the floor and us getting close to them. Killing time, killing opportunities. I am glad we started making substitutions and kind of being, sort of diving in to do that, which Ten Hag's not done a lot. Rashford's my boy. I love Rashford. I'm so glad he got taken off. He's been so poor the last few games. So I'm glad we took him off. Had a player like Garnacho give us a bit of energy. Yeah. And although I have half-jokingly said play McTominay striker, fuck me. 2 stoppage time goals. The thing that I love about all this is, as you said, I think this will be the emotional boost we need to maybe get back on track, but more of a sign that United, even when we're at our darkest times, we have the ability to do that. That's why I love this club. That's why I think we will always be different than any other club. Because you look across eras, we always have these moments. Yeah. And we have players that can create these moments. Oh, and I thought of a third thing, and the main reason why we won. We'll never die, we'll never die, we'll never die, we'll never die. We'll keep the red flag flying high. We're Man United, we'll never die. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, Tim, tell us what you think.
First things first, rest in peace, Kathy Ferguson. That was a big loss from the week.
You're doing it proud though.
That was a big loss from the week that I'm glad the lads did good by her. Like Charlie said, Scott McTominay at striker, man. He's been doing it for Scotland. He does it internationally. Why not give him the chance to do it for the club?
Nudge, wink, wink.
The Harry Maguire assist right there too. Just saying, West Ham. If you guys are listening out there, that's nice.
Oh, easy. Great player. We value him so highly.
Right.
So highly.
But no, I honestly, as opposed to what Charles said, I don't think Rashford played too poorly today. He was creative in the most part, and he made passes that we would have given him slack for not making in previous week. Right. To each their own opinion, you know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm also glad
the ball alone first half.
I'm also glad that he was taken off to show that, hey, even if you think you're having that good game, you're not safe. You know what I mean? You have to give it your all the whole time.
I agree.
You know what I mean? There were times that he did slack off, and it shows that Ten Hag's hopefully starting to develop that ruthlessness. He pulled Eriksen at halftime. He pulled Casemiro at halftime for Eriksen. You know what I mean? That's something that he normally would have never done. And I love Casemiro, but I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
To me, I think he looks overweight. I don't know. He looks a bit overweight.
I don't know. I think time will tell. I think coming into the season, I think he was overweight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I think he does look a little slimmer
compared to the first.
But I don't
couple
know.
of weeks.
I don't know if it's still that he's not got to his fitness levels, or if he's got to the dangerous age of 30 where he just can't do it anymore. That's one of the reasons, though. I'm really glad we got Amrabat.
Right.
Because my thought was, okay, he'd be a backup, but also in my head, we've had. You can name the midfielders we've signed at 30 over the last 8-10 years who've been poor. Schweinsteiger is the one that mainly comes to mind.
That was a mess.
Yeah, less said about that, the better.
Finished. He was so finished.
So bad. Yeah,
he loves United though, so
That's wonderful. Anywho,
back to the run.
That's what I'm saying. So with Amrabat, it gives us that, you know, sort of extra gun security blanket, weapon in our arsenal to sorry to use that word, to be able to have someone that will keep us defensively solid.
Right.
And I think finally playing in his position, I think he had a pretty good game today.
Right.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this whole performance for United as a team? You could break them into half.
I'm going to break it from minute 1 to minute 83. I'd give it a 3, and then from 84 to 97, I'd give it a 7.
So 3 to 7.
Yeah, and then McTominay himself, sounding like James, 11.
Oh, excuse me.
McTominay came on in the 87th minute and scored 2 goals in the 93rd and 97th.
11.
So what you giving the team on this goes 1 to 10?
About the same, 3 to 4 for the first half. You know, we had our glimpses, but there was never really there was never really a threatening thing. And then about a 7 in the second half. It's the same thing where we have this issue with lower division, low block team. Where it's teams that know that they can, if they get 1 goal, they can sit back and wait for the counter and counterattack us. We saw they talked about it earlier where we've been very vulnerable on our counterattacks on corners. Mm-hmm. And we saw today where Rashford was the farthest back because he has the most pace to do that. Mm-hmm. And he did it a couple of times where he stopped that counter. Yeah. Where that's still an issue of us getting the ball over the first defender on a corner kick for some reason. They're professionals and they can't take a proper corner kick.
I am going to say that it's frustrating as a fan, but that is going to be the most common sight because that is the best place to put the ball to score. It is annoying. Right. That wasn't my biggest concern. My biggest concern was crosses and open play that hit the first defender.
Yes,
there are so many other ways to create that, but as you said, Tim, yes, all of them hit the first defender. Gallo hit the first defender at least 3 times.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the fifth and 6th corner crosses he attempted that were not going past. Like, come on, don't you learn this stuff? Everything on the ground is going to be clicked away.
What do we do in training, honestly?
So you heard it from Mr. Red Army, Charlie and Timmy. We are excited. Glory, glory, Man United. You and I, City. United are the team for me. And a knick-knack, paddywhack, give another bone. Why don't City fuck off? Glory, glory.
Man United.
See you guys after the international.